Hi, my name is Donna Polk. I am a new agent on the HomeFound team, and I'm excited to share a bit about me in a 21 question style.
Where did you grow up and what brought you to Boise?
I grew up in Shaker Heights, Ohio, and moved to Boise back in 2016. So the end of September, beginning of October. My husband at the time and I were visiting Boise in August, and about a month and a half later ended up here in Boise.
What inspired you to get into real estate?
My inspiration to get into real estate. Honestly, a lot of people were thinking that I am a real estate agent just before they knew what I do for my regular job, which I'm the director of sales of a hotel downtown. And so that kind of sparked my interest in it. And then when Tom and Michael with HomeFound posted that they were looking for an agent, I was like, well, can I transfer my knowledge in the hospitality industry and hotels into a real estate profession? And that's what made me curious to join.
How long have you been working in real estate?
Total, from when I started studying. So I guess it's only about like 8 months at this point. I started studying in August of 2024, got my license in January, and officially been on the HomeFound team since February.
What drew you to join the HomeFound group?
Yeah, so when I met Tom and Michael back in November of 2023, we were out in Ketchum, Sun Valley area. I was having a little vacation with my son. And at the hotel we were at, it has this like really cool outdoor pool, which is fun because it's heated. And so in the colder months, you can still enjoy a nice little like swim or whatever. And having a 7-year-old, what do they want to do? They want to swim anytime you go to a hotel. So we met Tom and Michael in the hot tub with Oliver just wrapped in a little robe on the side of the hot tub while Tom and Michael were just, enjoying themselves. And so anyway, we sparked up conversation and really got to know each other a little bit and stay connected over the next year and a half or so. And that's what inspired me to join HomeFound, because of my connection with Tom and Michael.
What do you love most about being a real estate agent?
I love getting to connect with people in general, and so I think that working in real estate gives you that opportunity to connect with people at kind of an intimate moment of their life. Purchasing a home can be a really big deal for most people. Sometimes it's their first time, maybe it's their second or third time, but either way, it's still a really pivotal moment in their life, and I think that opportunity to help sort of walk them through that process is what makes me enjoy real estate.
What do you think sets you apart when you're working with clients?
I think I'm just kind of going that connection piece. I have I would say a good way of getting to connect with people and just learning about them. And I think that genuine standpoint of wanting to get to know people and getting to chat with them really stands out and gives me the opportunity to be different than other real estate agents might be.
What neighborhoods or areas do you specialize in?
None yet. Not until I get a first sale and purchase.
What's your favorite city in Boise?
Ooh.
If you were to live in any city, where would you live?
Yeah, like what part? I would choose the Hyde Park area. I think it's really cute and it reminds me of home in a way. So I grew up in Shaker Heights, Ohio, and it's an established neighborhood, established little city, I should say. It's a suburb of Cleveland. And Hyde Park just reminds me of that, or like the North End, where you have the homes that have character and like the trees are big and there's families around and people are just outside enjoying themselves, and it reminds me of home. So I think that's what the area that, like, if I were to choose to live and could afford, I would totally go with the Hyde Park area or the North End.
What advice would you give someone buying their first home?
That's a good question. Maybe trust the process. Have a list of items that are like the non-negotiables and then the kind of wants, and see what can veer you towards the right home that you're looking for. And then obviously using your agent as a resource to help in those conversations and be able to collaborate with you to find the perfect home.
What's something people might be surprised to learn about you?
Surprised to learn about me? I've got a couple things, but namely that growing up, I was really into instruments and playing instruments. So I was part of marching band when I was in high school, and concert band and jazz band. So in marching band, I played the mellophone, because in concert band I played the French horn, which is like, that's like the one that you carry like this, or like you sit, you know, and play like this, but you can't really march with that kind of instrument. So in marching band, that was the mellophone, and that, I don't know, that was my maybe a little bit of geeky side, if you will, but I love marching band. It's my favorite thing. Even like now, if I go to a football game or something, especially like collegiate, and they have the marching band come up, I'm like, you know, I want to go see what they're doing. And like, I love the percussion, I love the drum line, I love all of that. Like, it really gets me hyped up, and I'm one of those people that will like cry at a marching band because I'm just so excited.
Do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog. Her name is Dojo. She was a mutt, or she is a mutt. She was found on the side of a road when we were living in Texas. That's where we lived just before we moved up here. And I guess the origin story of getting Dojo was that she was posted on Craigslist, and at the time we were watching TV or something, and there was this ad for a dog movie, and it was just like one of those pull at your heartstrings, like really emotional, really like, oh my gosh. And so like I'm crying at this movie ad, and my husband at the time was like, are you okay? I was like, get a dog, it's time to get a dog. Anyway, so he goes onto Craigslist and finds this dog that's like posted for free. So we spent all this time going back and forth with the people who found her, to kind of prove that we aren't going to turn her into a fighting dog, because that's, you know, some people like do that, unfortunately. And so we like spend the day proving ourselves, and then we like we go get all the dog things because we had nothing. So we get the crate and the food and the toys and the whole thing. And so anyway, that was like probably 2 weeks, I think, before we moved up to Idaho. And but they were able to feel comfortable enough with us to let us have her, and we've kind of nurtured her into health, because she had an array of issues, and you know, she's our almost 9-year-old dog. Yeah.
Okay, and last question, super important, coffee or tea? Tea?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm judging that a little
Why?
bit. I like coffee.
Don't get me wrong, I like coffee. It just, anyway, I've ventured to be a tea person as of the last like year and a half. So, but I do like a little decaf espresso here and there. My name is Donna Polk. I am a new agent on the HomeFound team. Thanks for coming along for the ride.